is up. We're here. I don't know. Where are we? Warminster, Pennsylvania. Where are we?
In the rain.
We're in the rain. We're in the rain going to Zolocon, the last one that they're having here at the Fuge, which is a really, really cool place.
I got on it one day and tried to ride it.
Crazy stuff. Look, Rodney. Rodney needs love. So the last Zolocon being held at the Fuge. I think it's the Fuge, or is it the Fuge?
Fuge, as
Is it
in,
Fuge?
think like centrifuge, like centrifugal force, because that's where they train the astronauts.
That's a big word. That's a big word.
That's as smart as I'm going to get this episode, so I hate to...
It's like being in a spaceship, this toy show. Great place, though. I mean, real dim lighting, so it is a little difficult to
Hence
see
the lamp.
things. Yeah, it's the lamp. But great place. They are moving it, though. So Zolocon's not going away. It's just going to
Just moving.
King of Prussia now. So you can go there to the Valley Forge Casino, and that's where it'll be. And look, Boy George stickers.
Yes, and Muppet Babies things.
Who would have ever thought you'd have Boy George? I wonder if anybody bought those. I wonder if there was a guy who came along and was like, I need these.
I've been
in my
looking for
life.
these my whole life.
Yeah.
These Boy George puffy
I
stickers.
had these Boy George stickers when I was a kid, and I need them back. You never know what you can find here. This particular show, though, they had so much stuff that I haven't seen at a Zolocon in a long time because of the Mego meet that was going on, and so it brought out different vendors, and they brought the goods.
Yeah, there's definitely no shortage of really cool and random stuff at this one.
Like that.
Yes. Where are you going to see is that in Italian?
It's an Italian RoboCop. Oh! That's the guy. I should have bought that.
Yeah,
I could have
know.
had fun with that.
You really could have, and it's Italian, so you need it.
That poop pillow.
A poop pillow, Scareglow, and poop pillows.
I must have saw about 60 Scareglows there.
I don't think
It's a
I've ever
lot.
seen that many in one building before.
Yeah.
That was definitely a first.
It's like every table had multiple Scareglows. I'm like, where are all these coming from? This is like supposedly a rare figure, but there was, if you wanted one, there was about 60 to choose from.
Yes, there was definitely plenty. No shortage.
Audrey too.
Yes. And a Thundercats part of a costume.
Yeah, that's actually one of the tougher costumes to find. Of all the Thundercats ones, that's the toughest.
Very cool. But yeah, it's just like floor to ceiling in a lot of spaces. And
Yeah, and if you look at the lights, you see
Yeah.
you see all the different lights. That's why it's like it's got that spaceship kind of feel to it. I mean, of course, when you get upstairs, see if you look inside, it's like being in a spaceship.
yes.
It's literally like a little sci-fi episode. And that's what made it cool. It was unique.
Yeah, it definitely was unique.
Shout out to that's Mr. Zolo himself we just walked by.
Yes. He puts on quite a convention. It's been really fun to go to, and I always love this building. I thought this building really adds a lot to it.
Oh, it's great. You got the stuff playing on the screens, and you got all this like space lighting and everything. Food fighters.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've seen carded food fighters. Those were neat.
Yeah, you don't really see him carded. You really don't see him at all, honestly.
No,
And
I like
Alf,
those.
I love Alf.
Alf had a Child World sticker too.
That makes it even cooler.
I know. I wanted that. It's pretty cool. There's Mazinga.
Mazinga.
Yeah, there was so much variety at this show.
And then here's the parts. Again, not 100%, but it's got some.
Always checking for monster cards.
And the stuff that you saw here too was like everything from like high end things like that, Bengali, 1900. Wow, it's amazing.
Expensive kitty.
Kitty can be very expensive. That was only released in Spain. I think it was Spain.
Jeez.
The Constrictor figure from the Secret Wars line. That was like $850. Those were always expensive though. That one, Electro and Iceman, those three were always really expensive figures.
Yeah.
Because they just didn't come out over here in the U.S. So
That was
anytime stuff like that happens, it's crazy.
That was cool.
These surprise me with how much they're worth. The Universal Ninja Turtles.
They're cool
I mean,
though.
oh, they're great. I mean, it's cool that they did
Like two of my favorite things.
Yeah, for you for sure. It's just it surprises me how much stuff that's not super. I mean, I can understand vintage toys being worth what they're worth, from the the 50s and 60s and even into the 70s because there weren't as many collectors. People didn't save stuff like they do now.
Yeah, there wasn't. Collecting really wasn't a big thing yet.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really until I think Star Wars came into play that people really started to collect, and save carded things and box things and stuff like that. Even though, I mean, let's face it, the most expensive figure ever sold was the Boba Fett the other day.
Yeah,
it was like 1.4 or something, 1.4 million for rocket firing. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, crazy.
Isn't that the same one that sold for like $15K, maybe like a decade ago?
Yeah, you're talking about that episode. Was that the Toy Chaser? What was his name? I can't think of it. Anyway, Jordan. It was Jordan.
But yeah, wasn't that like a 15K deal?
Yeah, not now.
Whew.
Things have gone crazy.
I know we thought that price was crazy back then, and
Those
now
are neat.
Those are really cool.
Yeah.
I like the little Voltron one. It's so cute.
I like the little clown's really cool.
The clown is cool.
Those are neat.
Yeah,
So-
they do really cool work, so definitely check them out.
Yeah, check out that vendor for sure. Maybe
Yeah,
really cool
I
stuff.
love how bright and like retro everything is.
Yeah.
And of course, with it being Mego meat, there was a billion Megos.
Yeah. If you were looking for Migos, this was the spot.
And like this is nothing. Like you haven't even seen anything yet.
I was keeping my eye out for any like AHI variants that I didn't have. That's kind of what I was hoping to find. But I think they were scarfed up before I got there.
Yes.
So there was none of those to be had.
A lot of the Mego collectors also would want them, so it was unlikely that you'd
I know
find
there's
them.
that one guy, he's got like 90 Frankensteins. I think
Seth.
Okay.
So you'll
yeah.
see him in this episode too. He was actually on a collector's call, and he's got I think every Frankenstein and then some.
I know.
From
It's
AHI.
like, bro, save some Frankies for the rest of us. You know what I mean?
Seth, if you ever want to sell some of them Frankensteins, you know who to call.
I mean, I got like about a dozen of them myself. So
yes.
this guy, infamous.
Huckabone.
Huckabone is
He just has the craziest stuff.
I like just going to his table and I cry a little bit and then I walk away and wish that I was rich.
And this is just a fraction of the stuff that he has for
yeah,
sale.
this is probably his low end stuff.
Yeah. Like, if you are looking for literally anything, you just contact Huckabone. He's like, yeah, I got that. I'll call you.
I know. He's the guy. He is the guy.
He really is.
But,
He's
I
got
mean-
crazy stuff all the time.
But it's like at the same time, I guarantee you this is probably some of his lower end stuff because the stuff I see him bring to like San Diego Comic-Con is like,
Yeah, he had the carded
Makes you-
AHI creature.
he had like a whole bunch of carded,
Like,
just
you just-
insane stuff.
He just shows you pictures
I don't know how he does
and you
it.
cry.
I don't know how he does it. He's like the toy mafia. I don't know how he does it. This guy. Lots
Just
of
like,
lone...
I've never even seen this stuff.
Well, I mean, he's been in it a long time.
Yeah.
He's been in the game a long time. He's got a lot of stuff.
He's probably seen everything at this point.
A graded Dracula.
Dang.
Yep.
A lot of Muppet stuff, too. You don't normally see a lot of Muppet stuff, and I like that. I love Muppets.
Yeah, I know. You because you kind of are a Muppet.
Aw.
You can be my Muppet.
Aw. I like Muppets.
That guy scored. He got a Batman helicopter.
Right? And there's Ewoks everywhere. I love Ewoks.
Yeah, no, that was a large selection of. There was a lot of stuff at this one.
Yeah.
There really was. Like, pretty much, there wasn't a lot of vintage monster stuff, but that's because there never is.
Yeah, no shows have
There
them.
never is. It's like
There is something, but you'll see that later.
the stuff that I go and look for my own collection. It's like people a lot of times will say like, "Oh, how come you don't buy this? How come you don't buy that?" And it's like because I'm looking for such very specific stuff that it's like it's almost impossible to find.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I do love the little Jawas. He's so cute. I like Jawas. I love them.
That's
It's
awesome.
a little Orko.
That's a cool little cosplay. Props out.
Yeah, shout out to the little Orko.
Yes, we love Orko.
That's actually my favorite Masters of the Universe character is Orko.
Orko's amazing.
I love Orko. What did you think? Compare Orko to Snarf. Who would you go with?
Oh, come on.
Who
I
you
mean,
going?
Orc's this like magical little thing, and but
right.
Snarf's so cute and fluffy.
All right, pick one.
Orko.
Yep.
But I love Snarf. That doesn't take anything away from Snarf. I love Snarf. I really do. I'm sorry, Snarf.
So many, yeah, because he's watching right now.
He is somewhere.
The thing is too is like, oh, I love this.
Yes.
Paperboy. That's my favorite Nintendo game right there.
I suck at it. You sit there and play it for hours.
I know.
And you'd be like, you want to play with me? I'm like, I guess, but I'm going to die. And like, then you just end up playing the game for like the next 2 hours by yourself because I wasted all my lives.
Paperboy, for some reason, was just always my favorite game. I don't know. And it still is. Always
It's
has
a fun game. I'm just terrible at it. I'd like it a lot more if I didn't suck so bad at it.
Centurions.
I was good at like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Donkey Kong was fun, but Paperboy. An Alex kid.
I have to practice so I can beat you in Paperboy, which is never going to happen.
Oh, good luck.
I won't need it.
The thing too is like a lot of the stands had such a variety of stuff like these. I mean, in hindsight, I kind of wish I had bought these, even though they're just open packages. It's like, where are you going to find the packaging?
Yeah, if somebody is looking for this,
yeah.
How often do you really see packaging?
I do regret not picking these up right here because at some point I wanted to get this line, and it's like I'm probably never going to find them carded like this.
Probably not.
So. But
it's cool. It's got the old Toys R Us tags on them.
I don't have any of these, so it's like I didn't start that yet. So I don't know. We'll see. But I probably should have grabbed those. Those
we'll just go to the next Zolocon, and if they're there, it's a sign that you need to collect them.
Those are awesome.
Bananas and pajamas.
I remember. I hated that song.
I know. That's an earworm right there.
This guy had cool stuff though. I mean, all original packaging like that. Like that's
really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Because people do look for them, and where are you going to find them?
And you could make offers, except that this is a different stand.
Yes. Do not make offers on the empty card. They are not offerable. That's cool, the gem speaker. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, several things. That outer space spider, never saw that before.
Yeah.
What's the cool thing about this? It's like, and it's the thing too with a lot of shows is like you have to go out, you have to go to the shows. You're gonna see a variety of stuff, and you never know what you're gonna come across. It's like that's why it's like. A lot of times I'll go to toy shows and I don't find stuff that's for me personally, but I like looking at different things.
Yeah.
That I haven't run into before. We're here, $6 Million Man cards, but it's like
pretty cool.
Once in a while you do find something for your own collection, and then it's like, wow, cool, I've added something cool to the collection. But you don't know if you don't go.
Exactly.
And looking at the stuff is fun too.
It is. It's a fun day out, and you can spend some money.
It's your favorite thing to do.
I love spending money.
Sweaty.
It's warm in here.
Yeah,
and it's humid outside, which doesn't help.
Yeah, I've had not the greatest launch. Yesterday it was 8 hours trying to get here, and my stuff got lost. But here I am.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. How far? It's not far for you guys, right? Yeah, I was gonna say.
This is the only thing that's close to this, oddly enough. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Brian.
Hello.
That is
Hi.
so cool.
Oh, look at the signed book.
That is
Yes,
so
absolutely.
awesome.
Sure. If I have a writing utensil of some kind.
I love that he made those. That's awesome.
Look at this, Don. Come here for a second. I don't have a pen. That's okay. Okay. That is fun.
That is amazing that they have the little Batman glove for the Mego.
Yeah, we did that last year.
That is awesome.
I just found a couple extras.
That is really cool. Grabbing some goodies. Yeah, that is great that they did that. How perfect. Oh, your thing fell again.
Of course it did. Yeah, it just fell for the first time.
Oh, it just fell for the first time.
I have no supplies.
Springs. Canadian candies. I'm trying to remember which one was my favorite. I think it's this red one right here. I think I'm gonna give that a try. Red candy. The Crunch Bar. It's Canadian. Oh! Those are amazing. I love that you made those.
I'm actually going to do more.
Oh, I love it.
Characters.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
they're amazing.
But
Oh yeah.
yeah. Times 2000 is
I love it. But that'll definitely
driving those around. It's like, wow, I know they're in the car.
smells like a pool float. That pool.
Beach ball store.
Yes.
Yeah.
A good summertime smell, but You have enough of them in your vehicle in the heat.
It's like driving. Like I picked up the magazines a few times, and the hot air.
Oh yeah.
Like I was high. You know? Not in a good way, headachy. You know.
It's the bad high.
Yeah.
Got some goodies.
Toy Adventures, the next issue will have some very interesting articles about Mego's plans for 1983 and Aquaman. Lots of Aquaman.
Nice.
Aqua people. Probably out end of September, possibly early October. It'll be there for the Monster Bash.
Well, we'll be seeing you at Monster Bash.
Absolutely.
And in the meantime, check out Plaid Stallions.
Absolutely, and
Toy
we'll be bringing the
Adventures.
Lincoln Monsters to Monster Bash.
Oh, I love it.
Me too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great to see you, Brian. Thank you.
Brian rules.
Yes.
We love Brian. We love Toy Ventures. We love Plaid
Plaid
Stallions.
Stallions.
I mean, he's the guy.
Yeah,
He's
and he
such a
always
great
brings
guy.
cool stuff. He is. And he always brings candy and cool little giveaway things, and
Yeah,
he's
the
good to us
best.
monster kids. So
He's awesome. Awesome.
definitely check those out. We have the links right under there for you, so make sure to check them out. And of course, this was Mego Meat, so there's lots of cool little Mego Meat stuff from this one and Mego Meat's past.
I know.
That's
great,
awesome.
great custom figures too. I mean, how awesome!
This was a great show for
Some of
custom
these-
figures, honestly.
I know, so much great stuff.
That's great. And then these.
The Lincolns. Yep.
Yes.
Now, see, I have the Lincolns,
Mm-hmm.
and the only one there that I was like was the Red Eyes Wolfman. Like, if he had broken up this set, I would have definitely bought that Wolfman just because I have a carded Wolfman, but it's the U.S. one. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think the U.K. version is the one with the red eyes. And I know it's like a little variation, but it's like a must-have.
I said everything is at the factory.
Hello again.
Bye, Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie.
Sorry, actually, I'll put him on here.
And here we have Seth.
Hey, how's it going?
Seth, you are like a mega collector, and this is your first time selling?
First time ever. Yes, I've been a mad collector, now I'm hoping to be a mad seller.
Well, I wish you the best of luck that you have the cool stable here.
Please follow me on Instagram at Seth Buckley's Toyland.
Definitely, and we'll put that down the bottom of the screen for you.
Sounds great.
It was great to finally meet you, Seth,
Same here.
and
Nice
see
to
some of
see
this amazing stuff in person. And you got a Garloo back there. Gotta love Garloo.
The only Garloo and the only Kenner Alien at Zolocon.
Nice. Yeah, that's amazing.
And Seth's a TV star. He was on Collector's Call.
Yeah. And
Right,
when I
with
was
Lisa Welchel.
He was.
On MeTV.
And there's like 30 articles actually about that. So it's cool because like you can go and see like different stuff from his collection in the articles. Plus Seth is now starting to do shows. So you can actually buy some of his amazing collections. So definitely follow him at his links. He'll let you know where he's going to be and you can buy some of this awesome stuff.
Here were some carded AHIs.
This
Now,
was not Seth's table.
I have both of these, which is why these didn't come home. Although I think they're they're definitely high priced. But I do have both of those, thankfully.
Thankfully.
I need a creature. So if somebody out there wants to make someone very happy, I'll do anything. And if I won't do it, she will. So whatever it takes, I would love to own a carded AHI creature. That's such a grail piece. That is my grail piece, a carded one. Got them loose, but carded is like, I don't know, the hot pink, the
They're beautiful.
and it's creature. Yeah, God, anything.
I know. Hot Prank gets the coolest creature
I know,
toy.
I
Like,
know.
they're
There's
just
nothing like
amazing.
it. I drool over Raymond's all the time. I've watched that episode 500 times and just cry, drool.
Yeah, he's got an
Beautiful.
amazing
It's
HI
beautiful.
collection.
His creature is beautiful.
Yes. And hopefully we add one to our collection one day.
At the top left, that's frisky. Extra like sticky paper, and that's why the edges are so clean. So everywhere you see an edge, remember I had a cut of frisky with an X-Acto. So I cut it.
Phenomenal artist. Phenomenal artist.
Beautiful, beautiful work.
There's a Thunder Tank.
So cool to see.
My cousin, I don't like calling him my cousin because he sucks, but
We'll all have that
when
one
I was
cousin.
when I was little, he had the Thunder Tank, and I wasn't allowed to play with it. You know, whatever. It's a long story. Let's not get into the drama here, but You know,
Digging up family drama here.
Let's just say he sucks, and I wound up with my own thunder tank, so he can.
Well,
suck
there
it.
you go. All's well that ends well. You got
So
your own
that's it.
thunder tank.
That's right. So to my cousin out there, suck it. All right. So anyway,
I only got my own thunder tank. Thanks.
got some Silverhawks. I had all of those. I had all the Silverhawks.
Silverhawks are cool.
Yeah.
And some Remcos.
It's funny because like when I was a kid, those were. I think I got a lot of those just because they were like cheap. Silverhawks, people don't remember, you know, I mean, I was small and, you know, I used to live near a lot of outlets. I have family members that worked for Hasbro, and, but there was also the Hasbro outlets, the employee stores, you know, and then we had Kidstown, we had the outlets, and we had like Building 19 and all these different places that used to carry toys. Like you see that Spider-Man sitting right there. You could go, you know, I don't know which year that one's from, but you could go and buy Mego Spider-Man figures into the 90s.
When they were like $2 for $1 at that
$2 for
point?
$1. I got my first Spider-Man and Hulk when they were $2 for $1.
Oh.
You know, and this is like way, way, way after the fact. You could still in the 90s, mid 90s, late 90s, go into like Kidstown and you'd still see, you know, all the stuff that didn't sell, you know, and a lot of that was like Silverhawks and Centurions and I mean the Kidstown
stuff that's worth money now.
Yeah, it's stuff that's worth a fortune. That's why it's weird to me to see things.
You're like, I could have bought 1 billion of these at one point.
Yeah.
Should have saved your allowance.
Let's tell me about it. Well, my dad always used to take me there and stuff, but it was like, it just, this particular table was blowing me away with prices. I know people are going to watch this and pause this and go, how much? It was a little extreme, but it had really cool stuff.
Yeah.
But it was a little extreme.
You see that a lot of
price-wise.
toy shows.
You do. There's a lot of variance to different people. I think some people maybe get married to the stuff.
Yeah, I
sometimes.
think like you love the piece so much and you realize that it's like, it's nice, it's rare. Somebody eventually might come along and just throw the money down. And it's the kind
That's
of
the
stuff, I
dream.
guess, you don't mind taking it home with you. So you price it like you don't mind taking it home.
Not this stand.
No.
This stand had good prices. I'm talking about the other
Good
stand.
prices. But here we go with the 8 million Megos. This is just crazy to look at.
I know.
This is impressive.
It was like, all right, which Shazam do you want?
I know.
Which Batman do you want? I mean, you could choose. You could pick
Yeah.
and choose. It was all here. It was cool to see.
Yeah.
You know?
It looks great like that.
Yeah.
You understand now how people end up with like 1,000 of these things.
I used to collect Mego back in the day, and I eventually had all the Megos, you know, whether boxed or carded, and I had them all. And then when I sold my Mego collection, I don't know what happened, but I never wanted to recollect them again. I get like that. Once I sell something, I'm not going back. I'm
No,
not the
it's-
type of person to rebuy something ever.
That's
Once
got to be
it's-
aggravating too, because it's like, especially when the market changes and you're like, when I bought my last one, it was $50. Now it's $200. And it's discouraging.
Yeah,
So I can see how that'd be annoying. Cool
one
to
of
see
my-
Snake Mountain.
it's one of my favorite play sets ever.
Oh, it's amazing.
I love Snake Mountain.
It's got great. It just looks great. You can do anything with it.
I know.
There's the Ferrero Rocher He-Man special edition. He has hazelnut hair.
That's Wonder Bread He-Man.
Well, he's in a Ferrero Rocher box, so today he is hazelnut He-Man.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool to see the old box box
No, I
art.
got you messed up.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love
the
it.
old box. art is
This
beautiful.
guy, Tiny Plastic Man, amazing play sets.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
look at
their
that creature. That's
play
awesome.
sets were fantastic.
And Gort, like that's cool.
I went back to this table and was like, did I just see what I think I saw?
You did.
Like, what?
I was like, why'd you film this twice? This is another great stand. This is Monolith Toys. They're on Etsy. I think they're on eBay too. Like you can find them pretty easily. Just look them up. There's their Instagram. They also do customs and just incredible stuff.
Yeah, beautiful figures.
Like I love that Phantom that they do.
They're making the things that, you know, you wish
existed.
you wish
like these.
existed, you know?
Like how cool are those? Like I love them. Every time I look at them, I'm like, oh, you guys are gonna get me. And they're super nice guys too. Give them your business.
Yeah,
They're
what's your
cool
favorite
dudes.
of those?
I like Fruit Brute.
Me too.
Yeah.
The Fruit Brute one's my favorite too.
And then here's another incredible.
well, he looks like Wolfie from the Groovy Ghoulies.
He does.
So it's like that's.
And this is Brent Stahls. He does incredible custom work
I know.
too.
Look at that saucer, man.
That saucer, man. I'm like,
I know.
oh, it's beautiful. And he does I love the Scooby Doo villains. Like, they're amazing.
I know.
Like
That's
he does some
beautiful.
really cool stuff. Yeah, that is amazing. I stood there and stared at them for a while talking.
I need to get one of those. He's got to have the green head though.
Yeah.
It's got to be OG.
We will be getting in touch with Brent.
I need one of them.
Well, he comes to like Monster Bash and stuff like that sometimes. So next time we see Brent, we'll let him know.
Yeah, please
Because
bring
they're
me a green
customs.
one.
You just ask him, and he makes them.
Yeah.
He does awesome work.
I know. I love that. Fantastic piece.
Yeah, it's cool to
Absolutely
see all the
fantastic.
really good custom figure makers here because they do such great work, and some of the stuff that
That's
you want
great.
just never
The
existed.
Aurora monster scenes. He
That
actually
is
made
awesome.
action figures out of the monster scenes. I mean, how cool is that?
That is really
super
cool.
creative people. I mean, the custom maker is just super creative.
I know. Like, look at
You know?
how well these are made. And this is funny. They were actually telling me Dan Roebuck actually went and scooped up the dirt from the House of a Thousand Corpses set and made these.
Yeah.
And
Rob Zombie was pushing those. He,
yeah, Rob Zombie's pushing them. But I think Brent's the one that put them together. They're pretty funny to have.
That's funny. I can picture Dan doing that too. That's something.
Definitely.
You can just see it. As soon as you say it, you can just picture it.
Dan's definitely a collector, so he's got that collector mindset.
We love Dan Roebuck. He is such an amazing guy.
Yeah, him and his wife Tammy are just awesome people. We look forward to seeing them every time, and always a lot of laughs.
Yeah, this was great. It was a packed show. A lot of cool stuff.
And here's the fun thing: try to find me. I'm actually in that screen.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna do a Where's Waldo situation.
Yes, but I have the red hair, so that helps a little bit. But this is up top. This is a really cool view. But now you're upstairs. So there's multiple areas where they have vendors set up. And this is the upstairs section.
Yeah, and there was also there was another little tiny section too, that I didn't even know until we were about to leave. It's like, oh wait, there's a little section over there too. So,
That's where we found Tim.
That's
But
where-
you'll see that at the end.
Okay.
Tim is in here in his little
So there was, in
corner by the
fact-
bathroom that they put him in.
And the thing is too is you got to look through stuff because sometimes you can see a table that's got a lot of modern stuff, and then you see vintage stuff mixed in, and it's like you never really know what you're gonna run into.
Yeah, this show's great for that. You really could find just about anything in one of these shows. Like, look at those. There's old Turtle magazines or Turtle comics, and then Modern Creature.
You just called them magazines. That's funny.
I know, I messed up. I fixed it. I caught myself.
Well, somebody else was going to if you didn't. So.
Yeah. Somebody's hitting backspace angrily right now.
Yeah. I want to
Sorry.
believe that comment.
Still leave a comment, please.
Yes. We hate to do the old like, comment, and subscribe, but please do that.
It does help us.
We need your help.
It helps
okay?
our reach.
I'm not begging, but she is. She's begging.
And if
you.
you're
We need-
going to insult us, at least be creative.
Yeah. True. Scream, candles, and Brave Star was another one of those lines I was talking about. It's
Tupac.
it's weird to me. Yeah, that's weird. It is weird.
And your dad.
There's my dad. There
On
he
a
is.
Tamagotchi type thing.
He's riding a dino.
Well, no, but it's only
Oh,
a
I see it.
Tamagotchi.
I see it. Yeah.
And this little Pac-Man thing. There's just so many things to see here.
Yeah, that was neat. But Brave Star was one of those lines that wasn't super popular back in the day. And it's like, I remember seeing that stuff in the clearance bin too. It was like, if only I had a time machine, I could go back to Kidstown. I'd just rent a few U-Hauls and fill it up.
It makes you wonder, though, if there's people that are collectors now that are maybe checking out clearance sections at maybe Target or Walmart in the toy section, thinking that it might be worth money one day.
Well, that's an interesting thing. I think the current generation of kids coming up, they're not playing with toys. They don't have, there are no toy stores. There's no Toys R Us. There's no Child World. There's none of this stuff. So it's like, it'll be interesting to see if the upcoming generation even cares about toys the way that we do, because we were the last of it. The 90s, the 90s pretty much was the end of it, and then it went into video games, and it hasn't gone back. So
Nope.
I don't know.
This generation's all screens. We were the last...
They'll be nostalgic for iPhones, graded iPhones, and graded
Aw.
graded Switch consoles.
I feel bad for them, honestly.
They don't. I don't know.
It's fun coming to these places and it's like, oh my god, I had that when I was a kid and I haven't thought of it until this very second. I forgot it existed, but that's what these shows are great for.
Yeah, and it's great to take a trip down memory lane too. A lot of these people are doing that, just looking around for.
There's
things,
Brian. There's me.
Things that they grew up with, things they saw, things they didn't know they needed till now.
Yeah.
I found it! Also, we found a real rare one, a little drummer boy.
Oh, awesome.
From your video, so
That's
thank
awesome.
you for that.
Awesome. Thank
No
you.
problem.
It was nice
Take
to meet
care.
you. Thank you.
Probably, let me
me know when you make a firm decision. And
I'll probably
handle $15, and then we'll call it
Did
even.
you make these?
I cannot admit anything in public under
Especially now that I'm
He just
filming
knows the
you.
guy.
filming.
Batman.
There's Batman.
He just.
Yes. R2D2.
Hello, try and find her. Hold on. Ready?
Oh, I love it.
That's
I love
awesome.
it. Tim makes the craziest stuff.
He really does.
He really
like,
does.
It makes
Like,
me
what
wonder
goes
what's-
on in his head is like
That's
just,
what I was just about to say.
just not right.
Yes, our buddy Tim, he makes the craziest custom toys you could ever imagine. And I actually took this really funny photo of him with the big mouth filter on that he used as a photo on one of his toy creations. I have to find that because it's hilarious.
I love that giant Commander Voltron. That's one of
cool.
my favorite toys. I have one. Thankfully, I have one of those. But I love that figure. There's just something so cool about that. Every time I see one in the box, though, I'm like, I should maybe upgrade to a boxed one. But that's the kind of toy you got to have loose. Some toys are better loose. Like
Yeah.
like that
'Cause you can
Voltron,
see
for
'em.
example. I mean, anything Voltron, I think is cooler out of the box.
Yeah.
You know, some toys have amazing packaging where you can leave them in it and it looks fantastic. But then other ones, it's like you got to take them out.
Yeah. Here's a good example of some of the
Tim's crazy stuff.
crazy Tim creations. I mean, you really can just sit here and look at just Tim's table all day because it's just so random. And he just makes the strangest things. And
Nancy.
he makes the molds and he just goes to town.
I know the fact that this stuff comes out of his head, you know. I think one day I might see him on the news or something and be like, hey, I know that guy.
It's like if this is
He's
what
the guy
he,
that made the
like-
Jupiter jerks. I mean, look at this stuff. It's crazy.
and the Kong King
yeah, Kong King.
and the Karen repellent. Then he makes like the little creatures and the skeletons with googly eyes.
And this is just a fraction of his stuff, too. Like, he really...
Yeah, he's a madman when it
he
comes
is.
to...
You won't meet anybody like him. He's a
No.
he's a one of a kind. You know.
And these are cool, the little monster pals. Which obviously are bootleg monster nicks, but
Yeah,
they're so
let's not
cool.
get it twisted. If
No.
you're wondering where all those weird like Mexican KOs things come from, it's probably him. Like if you have a ghost Jawa that you think came from Argentina, it probably didn't.
It
was
came from
probably
New
his.
Jersey. And of course, last but not least, your dad.
There he is. So that's it. There's Zolocon 2024.
Yes.
The last one that they're having here at the Fuge.
I know that kind of stinks because it's like this is a really, really cool place. It's space themed, so I already love that. But it has.
But it's too dark.
Yeah.
It's too dark.
It is dark, but it's cool. But it's outgrown this. You know, it's a huge convention now. A lot of people come from all over for it, so they need a bigger place. So they're moving. But it was really cool to come out to all the ones that were here.
Yeah, it's moving not too far, like a half hour away from here. So, but you can check out Zolocon.com and find out all information on the show. And this one was really good, though. A lot of vintage toys, which is good. As far as a haul, all my stuff came from Brian.
Yes.
I'm at that point now where unless it's vintage, classic monster stuff from the 60s, I don't need it. So, but it's always fun to walk around and check out stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Look
great
at
stuff
things.
to check out. There's a lot of cool custom toys in there too, which you'll see in the video. Just, you know, a lot of really cool stuff to look at, a lot of cool stuff to spend your money on. And this is a Mego meet one, so there's a lot of Megos in there.
Yes.
Which is always cool to see.
Lots of cool stuff, lots of Mego vendors. It's always a good time. So we will see you soon for some more toy adventures. I'm sorry, Brian. Here on Dark Red Dragon.